Hello. So, today I want to talk about intuition. So, intuition is we all have intuition. And, what I've discovered is that when people tell you how to think or feel, or when people lie to you, it makes you start doubting your intuition. Because, like, it depends on who it is, I guess. But if it's someone, like, that's important to you and, important in your life, like, and they lie to you, like, you want to believe them, like, you want to. So sometimes there were times where I, like, would believe them, even though part of me was like, knew they were lying to me. And, but everything goes back to your childhood. So I don't know. I can't really say, like, maybe it goes back to, like, people who I thought loved me and they didn't treat me kindly, maybe. I'm not really sure where that leads back to in my childhood. But I also feel like in your childhood, like, you have your own feelings and thoughts and ideas. And whenever you're told, like, not to listen to those, or your thoughts and feelings are not validated, like, you don't get to tell somebody how you feel about something like that, also is a place where you stop trusting yourself and stop trusting how you feel and things like that because somebody else is telling you how to feel. Or you just change the way you do things so to try to get the attention that you're looking for from other people. And I don't really remember a lot about my childhood, but I do know, like, what I what I do know is, like, if we got in a fight or something, like me and my siblings or whatever, like, everybody got in trouble. There was no, like, you know, figuring out, like, who was at fault. It was just like, okay, you're fighting, you're all in trouble, or whatever. Or, like, there was always that thing is like crying, and then I don't really remember enough to say too much more than that, but I do know, like, I didn't really. Hmm, I don't know. I just know there was a lot of arguing and fighting, and that's really all I know for sure. But, um, it's just. I guess my point is, like, whenever children are involved, like, they deserve to be seen and heard, and their feelings matter. Like, if you want your feelings to matter, their feelings also matter. Like, okay, like, they're doing stuff that makes you feel stressed out because it's not what they're doing. There's something in you that's feeling stressed out because of something else. Like, you don't have patience or whatever. But that's something you need to work on. Like, we want them to change the way they act to please us. And that's how children become people pleasers because, whenever they're just having a good time and, doing what kids do, and the adult is telling them to stop doing that because it's too loud, or, but they're just being kids. And so they're learning how to act in a way that won't bother you, and hence becoming a people pleaser. So, but yeah, intuition. So basically, with the intuition, like, so through your life, you want to trust people and stuff like that, and you ignore things. I have ignored things that were right in my face. You know what I mean? Just because I felt like this person really cared about me, or this person was important to me. So, you want to give them the benefit of the doubt. But a lot of times it ends up giving someone the benefit of the doubt isn't always the way to go, because you're ignoring yourself. And if you're asking a person a question about something that is important to you, I guess, like if a person that really cares about you and your feelings isn't going to feel offended by that unless they're doing something wrong to you, unless they're, and like that's their own things they have to work on about themselves. But this is where you get to have boundaries and decide, like, am I going to let this in my life? Because the more you do this, the less trust you have in yourself. And so basically in my life, this happened throughout my life with different people, and eventually I would figure it out. But the point is that I lost trust in myself because I put more trust in other people, that they were being who they were telling me they were, instead of seeing what they were showing me and believing that. So, all right, everyone. Love, peace. Stay tuned.